Welcome back to my channel, where we journey together to explore life with more confidence and joy. For the past 3 weeks, I have been inviting you on a journey to find treasures in 2021. Why is it important to look back at your year? Well, so that you don't miss anything. See, our minds by default go into the negatives. So they feed us all the bad experiences and they remind us of all the things that did not go as planned. But if we stop and intentionally reflect on our shaping experiences and our defining moments, and we take inventory of everything that happened, we will see all the lessons and all that we are becoming, or we have become in the year that just ending. We actually will realize that our life is all about the process of growing and learning and becoming. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey that we are on. Today, I want to invite you to reflect on interactions with people. When you hear a question about people that influence you the most in your life, you most likely go to those long-term relationships, or you go to those relationships from your past. You know, you go to your parents, you think of your siblings, you think of your teachers, maybe mentors in high school or university years, or maybe friends that you've had for a long time. And yes, those long-term relationships are crucial. It's important to have in our lives people that know us really well, and they can hold us accountable and they can give us a hand when we fall. But today, I would like to ask you to press the pause button on those and inspect the new interactions with new people and find out what mark those left on you in these last 12 months. So here it is, what it looked like for me. When we moved to Canada in July, I had a very clear idea of what I wanted to do in my professional life. I wanted to find a part-time job, and I wanted to use the other part-time time to build my coaching business, to build my coaching practice. But in order to look for a job, I needed to revisit a resume writing. See, I haven't written a resume in about 25 years, and I am pretty rusty in putting together my content. Yes, I have years of experience in both corporate and nonprofit organizations, but in order to put it in the modern, new way resume, I needed help. And so it so happens that in our family, we have someone who works in a big headhunting company, and that's what he does for a living. He helps people find jobs. He is a major recruiter, and he works with resumes, high-end, very top-end executive resumes. So he invited me that he would help me with this process. I sent my stuff to him. We set up a call. And as he's going through my stuff and giving me a lot of really good feedback, and seems like ripping a little bit to my resume, but at this point, I really, really appreciated every single word he was giving me. I was taking my notes. And towards the end, he asks me a question. Why do you want to go back to work in the office? And you know, to be honest, he said straightforward, it's not for him. He did not want to have the answer to that question right then and there. He was prepping me for the future interviews. And he said very clearly that I needed to have a quick and ready answer for that question in the interview itself. So we finished, we hung up, but that question stayed in my head. It made me feel uncomfortable, and my mind and my emotions were processing. This question was so alive in me. Why do I want to go back to the office? And honestly, few weeks later, I answered this question for myself. And the answer surprised me, because turned out I did not want to go back and work in the office. But what happened? Well, this one question has forced me and has presented me with a deep held belief that I can be only financially safe if I am working for someone, if I receive a paycheck from somebody else. And maybe in the past, this belief was valid, but right now, in my current moment in life, it doesn't serve me anymore. It does not help me live and pursue my dreams. So here's an assignment for you this week. Make a list of all the new people that you interacted with, that you of course remember from the past 12 months. Think about the context and the situation, the circumstance under which you had interaction with that person. Did you try to solve a problem that somebody was trying to help you with? Or maybe somebody made a comment about you that felt unfair and triggered a very remote emotional response in you. Whatever the situation and whatever the context, give yourself permission to stay in it and maybe be uncomfortable for a little and see what kind of treasures those moments and those interactions are holding for you. And here are your two questions. Question number one, what has happened in me? Question number two, how did this interaction change me? And think here about what stories in your head has it challenged, or maybe what very deep beliefs in you it actually, shattered or shook, that made you realize that you want to change in your life. Just like it was for me in my interaction with Chris. I have realized that there are some beliefs from my past that I just need to say goodbye to, that I want to say goodbye to. And I want to reframe everything in my life. And I want to rewrite new stories. And I want to write new beliefs that are anchors for pursuing my dreams and for me to dare to go after what I want in my life. Now, after completing all your exercises from the 4 episodes on how to finish 2021 well, you're ready to take a look at your plans, your dreams, and set goals for 2022 with all the lessons you have learned about yourself from this ending year. Well, we will dive into setting goals and how to set them that we actually stick to our goals next week. But for now, if you like this content, give me thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on notification for every time I post a new content. And if you have someone who can benefit from this content, feel free to share it. Have a wonderful New Year's celebration, and I see you in January.